Morning, everyone. Thursday again. This has been a busy week. I had my first ever virtual birthday party with my 9 grandchildren, and it was a llama theme. The girls went out, even though there's 4 girls and 5 boys. So we had a llama theme party, and even though the kids couldn't get together, it was kind of fun. So I want to share that with you. So we are doing everyday moments. We are on week 4, and today at 11 a.m. we will try another Zoom call-in if you would like to craft and get some things done while you're at home. And my Zoom number is 428-903-0400, and I have a password of scrap. And this number is the same each week, and you're welcome to join me and sometimes others to craft and ask questions about Cricut and get things done. Today I think you'll enjoy seeing some of the creations I've been working on. I'll just put my week 4 sign down. We don't need that anymore. Put it back up at the end for the Zoom number. Okay, let's see. Put another easel up here. And I'll show you the circle I've been working on. It's hard to see how these flowers and such are part of this circle, but what I do is I take the extra accents and I make cards out of them, and I think you would enjoy doing that too. The Everyday Moments digital image set from Close to My Heart has a lot of cool effects, and today I'm going to teach you a hack, 2 hacks. One, how to save paper, because that's always a bugaboo of mine. Let's use as much as the paper as we can. And 2, how to take a 12-inch layout and turn it easily into an 8.5 by 11-inch layout. So I decided to use some of the same colors in my layouts as last week. I'm following their guide a little bit just by the images on the image set. And what I do, because I don't have directions, we just have the Cricut cut, is I will take a screenshot of the image and I'll print it up so it helps me decide where things go in placement. This one is still not done. It has a few more elements ready to go, and actually I'm not sure which week that is, but we'll see. But we can add elements, we can pop elements, we can change elements. And I'm going to tell you how I did this page, but first I'll show you the companion page. Now, I really anticipated putting photos on my pages this week. I even have extra photo paper, and as you can see, there are just placeholders. And I'm going to use these placeholders as mats also, so my pages will be just a little bit smaller than 5 by 7 for the big ones. There is a journal block in here that, but I made it dark, so I'm not sure if I'm adding white yet, but I like the little pocket idea. I do put my pages inside page protector, so I either have to cut a slit through the page protector, or I will just leave my message secret in there for the future. They have a sweet little heart, and it can be any size or any color. And I tried a softer color, and then I tried just the back reverse of some old fundamental paper, and I sort of liked a little bit of pattern to these very plain pages. Okay, now how do we put these pages together? My initial attempt was to make a background page. The example had gray. I had some washed barn board that I liked, and I cut out the image. And then on the other side, the image is all laid out for you. You just have to click Cricut and on the Cricut image, and it's there. The other side, the pictures go in the center. and I attached these, and I said, oh, we have all these little pieces, they'll just fit right in. I was wrong. The little pieces were a little bit bigger, and they were to go on the back. And I didn't know that at first. So I made a new background page. And I'll use my new smaller size as an example. This is an 8.5 by 11, and what I did was I made the square smaller to 8 inches, and I just attached it to a rectangle of 8.5 by 11, so I get the same exact cut. So that's my first explanation of how to make things smaller, is just select all and make the image to the size you want finished. This is a page all ready to cut, or ready to go with this. I'm not sure how much the camera shows here, so I'll take it off and show you. When I first made the gray page, I noticed that we had all this wasted gray paper. That was quite lovely, and all the cutouts. And so I added the cutouts underneath, or the paper they'd given me, or had me cut underneath. And it just seemed like it was wasting it a little bit. So what I decided to do, instead of wasting all this space, and here's my other side here, is I did some contour hiding, and I took off the background paper and I made the pieces small. And now when you go to fit in, these don't have to go on the back. Let's see, where does this one go? I got it upside down. Not that it matters, could go either way. When you go to add the pieces in, it'll fit exactly in the image. And I found that if I did this, it saved a lot of paper. So my image this week for the 8.5 by 11 is not finished. I feel like I'm doing cards shuffling here. But I have all the accents made, and it's ready to go. So I'll work on that today at 11. The little pockets are cute too. And when you make your images and you're not sure of your color, sometimes you get extra cutouts. And with these extra cutouts, this is what I made my traditional 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch cards. They can go in either direction. There's plenty of room to add stamping, and for your extra Cricut cuts, it's a good way to use them up and make cards out of them. So that is week 4 of Everyday Moments. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek, because one reason the 8.5 by 11 page is not done is I fell in love with next week's page and started creating it. The next week's page is a 1-page spread, which I want to make into 2. Okay, this is really a short peek. It's a beautiful doily, and it has underlays under it. Last evening I changed it a little, and I took off one of the colors, and I made a small 8.5 by 11 page, and it has a little teeny scallop all around the page, and you can even turn, again, the 12-inch cut into an 8.5 by 11 very easily, and I'll talk about that next week. So that's it for week 4. Week 5, come back and see these beautiful doily layouts made, and I'll show you pictures of these. So again, since I started this one yesterday, I just took a screenshot of the pattern I'm working on, and that gives me something at my desk that I can then judge my colors as I place them. One more tip for Cricut. When they give you a layout inside of the program, and it's for a page. If you look at how you cut those in the order they give you, that's really the order all the papers layer on. So this will help you if you are going to use, by putting your paper under, you'll know which colors come next. But it is very easy if things go on top of each other. They just lay it out for you in the order that you cut it. So that's all for now, and I will see you next Thursday. But anybody who wants to join Zoom at 11 a.m., I'll actually be working on these pages and putting some pictures on them. So have a great week. Enjoy your connections through phone and mail and sending cards, and keep your attitude positive. And be careful now that things are opening up. Don't expose yourself unnecessarily, and use a face mask when you're in public. God bless. Oh, I forgot the sign.